Welcome to Polish Sanity Vibe Audio Training Program. This program is for you if you're a professional looking to create, market, and sell your own signature program. So in this program, we're going to guide you through the process of sharing your brand story with a message that differentiates you and your package so you can package that expertise in a credible and effective way. So before we dive into the details, let's start with the basics. First and foremost, I want to thank you for signing up for the free training, but I really want us to take time to get into an area where we can focus and concentrate and have our undivided attention on the area of what is a brand story. Simply put, we need a pen and paper out and let us start by deciding on the narrative that describes our brand. Let's think about the history, the values, and the mission of our brand. So it's a powerful tool when you help connect your story to your audience. It creates an emotional connection and it differentiates you from your competitors. So in order to create a successful brand story, you start with a framework, and that framework I'm providing you is the Polish Sanity Vibe framework. And we're going to go through the steps step by step so you can craft a polished and profitable story that will help you connect to your ideal audience. I will see you in the next step-by-step video. I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. So we're going to start here with step 1, which is defining your brand. This is the very first step. When we say define your brand, we want you to know your unique value proposition, what makes you unique, different, and what makes your brand stand out. So we're going to do a process of finding out the core of our brand by defining the brand's personality. And we are going to use this information to, number 1, position ourselves as the expert in our niche, and number 2, to differentiate ourselves from competitors. So first and foremost, before we can define our brand, we do need to understand who we are targeting, who is our target audience. In order to define your brand, you need to know what makes you unique and what is your brand's personality. Step 2, we're going to craft a brand story. We're going to use storytelling techniques and create a narrative that resonates with your message, that resonates with your target audience. Your story should include the following elements, so be sure to write this down. It should always have an introduction. That's a hook that's going to grab your audience attention on every single video or piece of content that you put out. You also must have a conflict, a problem, or a challenge that your brand solves. You also must include the resolution. This is how your brand is going to overcome the challenge and provide the solution to your audience. Last but not least, you must include a conclusion, which is a call to action that motivates your audience member to take action. When you use your story and you find the beginning, middle, and end, you can now move on to step 3, which is crafting a signature framework. So we all know that a framework should be between 3 to 6 steps. This is the journey of where your client is starting out from point A, they need to get to point B, and they need these steps in order to get to where they would love to be. Your framework should get them from where they are now to where they want to be. In order to create this framework, we must decide the crucial milestone steps that your audience needs to take to get to the end result. Step 4, we're going to share our story. In this final step, you're sharing a story on a variety of marketing channels to reach your target audience and promote your brand. So of course, you guys know you can use social media, content marketing, email marketing, PR, which is public relations, or advertising to get your message out. So once you have your signature framework for creating a brand story, it's already time for you to create your polished brand. So number 1, I want you guys to remember is focus on your target audience. So your brand story should be designed to resonate with your target audience. So that means it should be very similar to their exact story, but this is the story of how you've overcome, and now you're the person who helps the audience, reach the same point that you've reached. So of course, you need to understand your audience needs. You need to understand their desires, their pain points, and this is how you craft a story to address them by using language and imagery that speaks directly to them. In step 2, I need you guys to remember just to be authentic. Your brand story, it should show your true brand's values and mission. So don't try to do something that you're not. Don't try to risk, losing respect or losing trust of your audience. Just, be honest, be transparent, and let your brand's unique personality shine through. Tip number 3 is to differentiate yourself on purpose, okay? It's okay to be unique, okay? It's okay to be different. We want to stand out in the crowded marketplace by differentiating our brand from the competitors. And what this means is we have to make our brand unique. We have to focus on those elements in our story that makes us unique. And this is our brand's history, our history as the founder of the brand. We have to think about our values, our mission, and this is what makes the unique selling proposition. So in step 4, we're going to package our expertise. We're going to use our brand story to highlight our expertise. We're going to use the knowledge and experience that we already have to position ourselves as the expert and authority in our niche. This is what's going to help us build trust and credibility with our audience. And everybody knows that your story is what sells, okay? So in order to create a successful brand that resonates with your audience, you must have a story that resonates to the emotions of your ideal audience, that resonates with the pain point that they're already experiencing. So as you can see, the secret to landing more high-ticket clients is to have a signature brand story framework that will differentiate your brand, okay? So you already know there's a crowded market with competitors, and if you're not able to clearly communicate the value that you bring to the table, you won't be able to stand out. So when you develop your signature brand story framework, you create a cohesive and consistent narrative that communicates your brand's personality, values, and mission to your audience. This framework is what helps differentiate your brand because it makes it easier for the potential clients to understand what you do, what makes you unique, and how you can help them achieve their goals. So when you have a clearly defined brand story framework, you can communicate your value proposition in a way that resonates with your target audience, and it makes them more likely to choose you over competitors. So if you are not realizing by now, having that signature brand story framework can help you target the right prospects, okay? Developing this framework helps you speak to the unique needs, the challenges of your target audience, so you can ensure that your brand story resonates with the right people. This can help you attract high quality prospects who are more likely to become high ticket clients. For example, if you're specializing only in working with tech startups for your signature brand story framework, you will pretty much focus on the importance of innovation, disruption. You would resonate with that target audience because you are differentiating your brand compared to other marketing agencies. Other marketing agencies, they may not have a specific focus on working with tech startups, but if you have your own signature brand story framework, you can show that you are specializing in this one specific service, and you're going to target the right prospects, and you're going to attract more high quality clients that best fit your business. So that secret is to start off with the 4 P's of marketing, as I call it. So when you join Polished Sanity Vibe Academy, whether you join the audio training program or if you're in with the 12 weeks group coaching, we're going through the P's of marketing, which number 1 is the persona. This is where you're defining your target audience. You're pretty much going to identify the persona who you're selling to. You're going to understand their needs, their preferences, their pain points. And this is what's going to help you create that brand story that resonates with them, speaks directly to their unique needs. The second part is you're going to position your brand in a way that differentiates you from your competitors. You're going to highlight your unique selling proposition. You're going to do this by identifying your brand strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Then you're going to create a positioning statement that communicates your value proposition. And we're going to move on to the next part. Our next phase that we go through in the program is the P for package. We're going to help you package your brand in a way that speaks to your audience, connects to your values, your mission, your personality. And it does include, making sure you have a great brand name, logo, tagline, even your packaging design, such as your mock-up, lining up your product filters or your service filters. We will go through all of that. Last but not least is the fourth section. The fourth phase is promoting. Now that you have your target audience, you position your brand, you package your signature service, this is where you're going to promote your brand to the world. And that does involve creating that marketing plan with a mix of whether you want to do digital marketing, such as email marketing, or if you want to do content marketing. There's so many ways to advertise your business, even with social media. So once you go through the 4 P's of marketing, which is persona, position, package, and promote, you'll be able to create a polished sanity brand vibe that attracts your tribe. So I hope you guys are really ready to dive deeper and check us out in our group coaching program, which is the Polished Sanity Vibe Academy. I hope to see you guys in this program. This is the secret to landing more clients for your coaching and consulting business. You must have a signature brand story framework. So until next time, stay polished in for the win.